Imagine spending 4 years building something, pouring your soul into it, only to watch it collapse because your boss couldn't stand being wrong. That's what happened to me. I tried to warn her. I begged her not to make a stupid decision, but she didn't listen, and karma did the rest. If you've ever had a boss who thought they knew better, even when you were the one saving the place every day, hit that like button, because this is the story of how my overconfident boss destroyed her own business by ignoring the one person who actually cared. You know that quiet hum a cafe is right before opening? The smell of freshly baked croissants, the faint hiss of the espresso machine warming up? That was my favorite part of the day. I worked as a supervisor at an upscale-ish cafe. You know, the kind of place where moms come for brunch and Instagram their lattes. I ran the bakery section, our pride and joy. Fresh muffins, flaky pastries, buttery scones, all baked from scratch every morning. For 4 years, I lived and breathed that counter. I knew exactly how much to order, how to balance waste with demand. I'd fine-tuned that system until it ran like clockwork. And my coworkers? They trusted me. The manager always said, "If my name says it, you can take it to the bank." But the owner, well, she was another story. Our owner, let's call her Linda, had 5 cafe locations. 4 in the big city, sleek, trendy, profitable. Then there was us, the little outlier cafe 2 hours away, the one she barely visited. To be honest, we liked it that way. Every time she did visit, she'd sweep in like a storm, nitpicking things she didn't understand. Linda had that kind of confidence only a distant owner can have, the type that confuses power with competence. She wasn't evil, just arrogant. She wanted to appear like she had all the answers, even when she didn't know how the ovens turned on. Now, anyone in food service knows Mother's Day is chaos. Triple the usual sales. Lines out the door. Moms in floral dresses. Kids trying to look grateful. It's a beautiful disaster. And every year, I'd plan for it like a general going to war. I'd order more pastries, more ingredients, enough to get us through the rush. Then the day after, I'd cut the order down to 2/3 of normal. Because sales always drop 40 to 50% after a big holiday. Always. It wasn't guesswork. It was experience. So there I was on the Monday after Mother's Day, tired, proud, ready to finally breathe. The shelves were half full. The display case looked calm. And for once, we weren't drowning in leftovers. And that's when she walked in. Linda's heels echoed across the tiles like gunshots. She looked at the bakery case, half full, perfectly normal for that day, and frowned like I just told her we were out of air. "Linda, why is the bakery so low? It looks empty." "Me, it's the day after Mother's Day, ma'am. Sales always drop. I ordered less to avoid wasting product." "Linda, that's unacceptable. I want this case full at all times. Double your normal order." I blinked. Maybe she didn't understand what double meant in a bakery context. Me, "I'm sorry, but doubling the order will lead to massive waste. We'll end up throwing." "Linda," interrupting, "just do it. A full display means full profits." Even my manager tried to reason with her. "Manager, actually, my name is right. Mondays are slow after holidays." "Linda, no excuses. I'm the owner. I know what I'm talking about." The room went quiet. I felt that burning mix of anger and humiliation. When you know you're right, but the person in charge just won't listen. Fine. She wanted double, she'd get double. That week, I placed the order exactly as she said, double the pastries. When the delivery truck came, it barely fit in the storage area. By the end of the day, half of it was still sitting there. By the next morning, the unsold pastries were stale, unsellable. By the end of the week, we were throwing away trays of perfectly good food. It felt like watching art rot in the trash. 2 weeks later, an email pinged in my inbox. Subject: excess waste urgent. Message: why are we throwing out so many pastries every day? I stared at the screen and laughed. One of those bitter, exhausted laughs. I wrote back, "Because you told me to double my order." That was it. No fluff, no apology. Just facts. Apparently, that email didn't go over well. My manager later told me that Linda wanted to fire me, said I had a bad attitude. But even she knew I was the glue holding the bakery together. So instead, she punished me in a quieter way. I was stripped of my position as bakery lead. No more ordering, no more control. Just another supervisor working late shifts, cleaning up after others. Same pay, less respect. And honestly, it hurt. After years of loyalty, of staying late, covering shifts, even driving 90 minutes for a catering order once, I was treated like trash, like my knowledge meant nothing. But after the anger came something else, relief. No more stress. No more early mornings. I could clock in, do my work, clock out, and if she wanted to ruin her own business, fine. I wouldn't stop her. Months passed. Without my careful ordering, the bakery became a disaster zone. Some days, they ran out of croissants by 10 a.m. Other days, shelves overflowed with unsold pastries that went stale before lunch. Customers complained. Regulars stopped coming. And then, the dominoes started falling. First, the assistant manager quit for a better job. Then, 6 months later, our manager, the only one who could tolerate Linda, left to go back to school. That was the final crack. With the manager gone, everything fell apart. Morale tanked. Orders got messed up. Employees who'd once gone above and beyond started doing the bare minimum. Because here's the truth about leadership. People don't quit jobs. They quit bosses. And everyone hated Linda. So while she sat in her city office, convinced her system was working, her outlier cafe was bleeding money. Week after week, sales dropped. She'd send angry emails, trying to blame whoever was left. But the core team, the people who actually cared, were already gone. I found another supervisor job at a nearby restaurant. Better hours, better management, better pay. And as I walked out of that cafe for the last time, I looked back at the pastry case, empty, lifeless, and thought, you did this to yourself, Linda. A year later, one of my old coworkers texted me. You won't believe this. Sales are still down. They're struggling to get through the day without you or the manager. The place is a ghost town now. I smiled. It wasn't loud revenge. No fireworks, no screaming confrontation. Just the quiet satisfaction of watching arrogance eat itself alive. Linda thought she was the smartest person in the room until the people she dismissed were gone. And suddenly, she realized that knowledge and loyalty can't be replaced by ego. That cafe used to be warm and alive. Now it's just empty shelves and wasted pastries. And to me, that's the sweetest kind of payback there is. You know, revenge doesn't always come in one dramatic moment. Sometimes it's slow, silent, like the way a building crumbles when its foundation rots. She thought she was teaching me a lesson, but in the end, I was the one teaching her. Because when you ignore the people who hold your business together, you don't just lose them, you lose everything. So, yeah, I didn't get revenge by shouting or sabotaging. I got it by walking away and letting karma do the talking. Sometimes the most powerful revenge is peace. If this story gave you chills, smash that like button and tell me in the comments. Have you ever had a boss who refused to listen? What happened when they finally faced the consequences? And of course, don't forget to subscribe for more true stories of sweet, sweet payback.